question. Ikenna says, you see UK rent prices and just maybe Harry Potter living under the stairs wasn't such a bad thing as we earlier imagined. So this is more of a comment than a question, but I did go to quite some lengths as to answering it, and I'm going to have to refer to my notes at least some of the time. Is that okay, John?
That is okay, yeah.
That is okay. Okay, great. So I decided to answer this one in a fun and quite literal way, which is how much would it cost for Harry Potter to rent his cupboard under the stairs? So to answer that question, the first thing we need to answer is where is Little Whinging, and specifically where is 4 Privet Drive, which is where the film and the whole franchise is set. The actual house, there's a set of 4 Privet Drive, which is in the Warner Brothers studio in Watford, but that's not really what we're after, because for the interior scenes, they used a real actual house that people actually live in. It went on the market, so we know where it is, we know the address, we know how much it costs. And it's at 12 Picket Post Close in Bracknell in Berkshire, and it's about 40 miles west of London. So to figure this out, I looked at single beds in spare room on that area. Thankfully, there was no one on the spare room trying to rent out a cupboard under the stairs, but I thought if we could look at some small-ish single rooms, we'd get an idea as to how much a cupboard under the stairs would cost to rent, because obviously smaller bedrooms on spare room are cheaper. So a spacious room with a telly in this area is about £575 a calendar month, whereas a smaller room with just a single bed is about £450 a calendar month. So I reckon, based on the size of Harry's cupboard from, watching the films and based on the size of some of these rooms, I reckon, I don't know, maybe about £300 a calendar month, which sounds pricey, but this is quite a posh area. However, that only answers the question in one way, which is where the house is based on where the first film was filmed. Not strictly where it was set, because, of course, it was filmed in Berkshire, but long-time fans of the books will know that it is set in Surrey. So Surrey Live went and used a bunch of clues from the book/film to figure out that they reckon Little Whinging is either in Ashford, Dorking, Redhill or Reigate, based on various location clues in the books, such as the zoo Harry visits when he sort of lets the snake out and realises he can talk to snakes in the first book/film. So once again, on spare rooms, single rooms go for about £450, £490, £500 a calendar month. That seems to be the average for a single room in those areas, more for bigger rooms, of course. So once again, I reckon about £300 to live in a cupboard under the stairs. So actually, £300 a calendar month to live in a calendar under the stairs, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is such a great choice, to be honest. But, everyone has, of course, got their own standards that they have to live by. So no judgment here.
So you're coming down on the side that Harry had it easy?
I'm not saying he had it easy. I mean, these are quite nice areas, that he's living in. So I don't know. I mean, he was living rent-free, presumably, but then of course he is only 11 years old in the first book. So I think it's fair to say he had it quite tough.